Chosen one, the fire you walked through didn't burn you, it crowned you. Now your presence alone disrupts illusions and exposes false intentions. They used to throw stones hoping you'd shatter, but instead, you built a fortress with them. You're no longer reachable by low vibrations. You've ascended too high, too far, too fast. Divine timing is now your co-pilot, and every word you speak moves mountains in the spirit realm. Your silence even shakes the room. Let them watch in confusion while you thrive in divine clarity. The days of begging for respect are over. They either rise to meet your frequency or get left talking to echoes. Now that your light is undeniable, the shadows are scrambling for a place to hide, but exposure is inevitable. The masks are slipping, and the snakes that once moved in silence are starting to hiss louder, revealing themselves through envy, fake smiles, and sudden tension. They've been whispering in circles, stitching together alliances built on jealousy and fear, hoping to dim what they could never replicate. But don't flinch. Their chaos is just confirmation that you're aligned with something sacred. You're not just rising, you're being revealed. Let the drama unfold, because every betrayal is just divine proof that you outgrew the illusion. Those strange glances, the subtle exclusions, the tension in the air, you weren't imagining any of it. Your spirit was reading the undercurrents long before the masks slipped. Behind closed doors, a web of jealousy was being spun, with weak-minded players falling into formation like pawns. They thought strength came in numbers, but they underestimated the force of one soul moving in divine truth. The betrayal cuts deep, but it also clears the path, because when the false fall away, only power remains. Let them scheme in shadows while you rise in clarity. What they meant for sabotage, the universe is turning into strategy. You came in with an open heart, ready to build together, to grow side by side. But beneath the surface, some were only pretending to pedal while secretly dragging their feet. They wore the costume of unity, all while feeding off your momentum and quietly resenting your light. But this disappointment is no accident. It's divine instruction. You're learning how to spot the difference between allies and opportunists, between shared vision and silent sabotage. The masks are cracking, and the truth is setting you free. This isn't a setback, it's your initiation into deeper discernment, and from here on out, only real ones ride with you. They played themselves thinking you were naive, thinking your silence meant submission and your kindness meant compliance. But you were never blind, you were just observing. And now the tables are turning with a quiet thunder. The same voices that once praised you are now shaking behind closed doors, trying to rewrite the narrative before the truth fully erupts. You're no longer giving discounts on your energy. You've upgraded from survival mode to sovereign mode, and your refusal to bend is causing tremors in their fragile egos. They expected a breakdown, but what they're about to witness is a breakout. This isn't just a comeback, it's a divine recalibration that flips every false storyline on its head. They thought they had you cornered, that if they turned up the heat high enough, you'd fold just to keep the peace. But what they didn't realize is that peace no longer comes at the cost of your dignity. When they slide that paper across the table, full of twisted narratives and manipulative language, you're not going to flinch. You're going to meet their gaze with a calm fire and let your silence speak louder than any rebuttal. That moment becomes a spiritual earthquake. They'll feel the authority shift, even if they don't say it out loud. You're not playing their game because you've already outgrown the board. Let them make threats. Let them stomp and scramble. All their chaos is just a final performance before they collapse under the weight of their own ego. You don't have to raise your voice. Your truth is loud enough. What they didn't expect was your discipline. While they throw shade and stage chaos, you move like a storm in silence, strategic, steady, unstoppable. You're not here to prove anything through shouting matches or ego battles. You're building a record, collecting receipts, and letting the truth speak for itself. While they self-destruct in the spotlight, you're moving behind the scenes with precision. Your restraint is your weapon, your intellect is your shield, and your professionalism is the proof of who truly holds the power. When the dust settles, You won't just come out clean, you'll come out elevated. And the ones who tried to destroy you? They'll be left choking on the smoke of their own downfall. While the noise and chaos swirl around you, something powerful is quietly aligning in your favor. Behind the curtain of petty drama, eyes that carry real influence have been watching your every move, not to criticize, but to admire. They've seen how you stay centered in the storm, how you move with unwavering integrity while others spiral out. You weren't performing, you were just being you. And that authenticity is exactly what set you apart. Doors you didn't even know existed are about to swing open, not because you chased them, but because your presence demanded them. While others scrambled for attention, you earned respect. And now, the right people are getting ready to call your name in rooms you haven't even entered yet. All this time, you thought no one saw the sacrifices, the late nights, the quiet strength it took to keep showing up with excellence. But now, the silence is breaking, and the recognition is pouring in. People you barely noticed were paying attention will step forward with words that strike deep. You inspire me. You carried us when no one else could. I've been learning from you without you even knowing it. These aren't just compliments, they're confirmations. Your authenticity planted seeds in hearts you never aimed to impress, and now those seeds are blooming into honor, gratitude, and opportunities tailor-made for your spirit. You weren't overlooked, you were being reserved for something greater. Now that your light is undeniable, the imitators are scrambling to mimic your glow, dressing like you, speaking like you, even trying to replicate your spiritual language. But what they fail to realize is that your energy wasn't curated, it was earned. It was forged in fire, shaped by storms, and refined in solitude. They can copy your style, but not your soul. They can echo your words, but not your wisdom. Because what you carry can't be bought, taught, or imitated, it's the result of sacred warfare and divine resilience. And while they chase validation through imitation, your presence alone keeps revealing the gap between performance and power. You don't have to prove your authenticity. You are the proof. Your energy is like a quiet storm, subtle, yet impossible to overlook. Without trying, you're becoming the pulse that others tune into, the name whispered with respect and awe in conversations you never expected to be part of. It's not about fame or spotlight. It's about the undeniable force you carry, one that shifts the atmosphere the moment you enter a room. People feel it, even if they don't fully understand it, and it leaves them drawn in, curious, and sometimes even a little unsettled. Your presence is a beacon, rare and magnetic, pulling the right energies closer while making clear that you're in a league of your own. The gap between you and those who oppose you is no longer subtle. It's glaring for all to see. Where they thrive on conflict and chaos, you move with grace, turning challenges into stepping stones and obstacles into opportunities. Their attempts to break others only highlight your strength in lifting them higher. This undeniable contrast is drawing eyes, shifting loyalties, and reshaping the energy around you. On the personal front, your aura is transforming into something almost magnetic, an irresistible force that draws love, healing, and connection effortlessly. If you've been waiting for that spark, get ready, because love is coming, wrapped in surprise and magic, arriving when you least expect it, but exactly when you need it most. Out of nowhere, someone steps into your world and sees you, not the mask, not the stories you've told yourself, but your pure, unfiltered worth. This person embodies everything you once dreamed of, but gave up hoping for, showing up like a divine answer to your silent prayers. The timing couldn't be more perfect. You'll meet them when your confidence is blazing, when you're standing tall in your power, completely free from the weight of past heartbreaks. They'll catch your energy in a moment of undeniable grace, and that spark will ignite something rare and unshakable. And if love is already in your life, prepare for your bond to deepen and shine so brightly that it becomes a beacon, turning heads and raising your connection to new, breathtaking heights. As your energy rises, the ghosts of your partner's past will start stirring, like shadows drawn to a light they can't resist. Suddenly, old flames and faded connections will reappear, watching from the sidelines, trying to decode the secret that made you the one who changed everything. They'll reach out in subtle ways, messages, calls, even unexpected encounters, desperate to reclaim what slipped through their fingers. But what they don't realize is that their return only confirms how far you've elevated the game. Their attempts to unsettle your bond will only highlight the strength and uniqueness of what you've built together, shining an even brighter spotlight on the unbreakable connection you share. They'll throw everything at the wall: accidental texts that couldn't be more timed, unexpected visits with flimsy excuses, and desperate stories designed to tug at heartstrings or guilt. One might even pull out the wildest tactics, like false claims or emotional manipulation, hoping to shake the foundation you've built. Their desperation will be so blatant, even your partner will cringe at their antics. When you cross paths with them, it'll feel like a test of your strength, a challenge to stay calm and centered amid the storm. They'll watch every gesture, waiting for a crack in your armor, searching for that moment when doubt or anger might slip through. But you won't give them the satisfaction. Your composure will be your quiet rebellion, showing them that their games have no power over a spirit that's unshakable. The moment will catch you completely off guard. Maybe you're sipping your coffee at your favorite cafe or walking through a crowded market when suddenly, there they are, stepping into your space like a scene out of a drama you never auditioned for. They'll crank up the volume, making a show with words designed to shake you, waving around tokens meant to unsettle, maybe a baby stroller, a flashy ring, or some desperate display meant to prove a point. But while the world watches, you'll remain an island of calm, their theatrics bouncing off your unshakable peace. In that moment, your silence will speak louder than their noise, showing everyone that no stunt can rattle the power you've claimed for yourself. They're bracing for a meltdown, waiting to see you crumble under pressure, hoping to catch you off guard with insecurity and fear. But when they confront you, they'll be met with something entirely different, a calm so deep it's almost untouchable. You'll glide past their attempts like a force of nature, unshaken and untethered, as if their chaos is nothing more than background noise. You won't stoop to their level or even acknowledge their efforts because, in your mind, they simply don't exist. That unwavering peace will be your greatest power, an unspoken declaration that you're above their games. Their frustration will grow, not from defeat, but from the maddening reality that your strength lies in your complete indifference to their attempts to provoke you. Behind the screens, hidden eyes have been lurking, fake profiles, silent observers, desperate to uncover any hint of weakness or doubt. But when they scroll through your life, they're met with something they never anticipated, a radiant force standing tall, thriving beyond their darkest predictions. Every post, every smile, every confident step you share is a bold statement that you're not just surviving, you're flourishing. Their hopes of catching you slipping are crushed beneath the weight of your undeniable glow. What they hoped would be a story of struggle becomes a testament to your unbreakable spirit and unshakable joy. Right now, the energy around you is thick with creation, whether you're consciously trying to bring new life into the world or fiercely guarding against it. The cosmic currents are flowing powerfully through your space. Your fertility vibe isn't just physical, it's spiritual, emotional, and magnetic, signaling that the universe is ready to birth something new through you, whether that's a literal new beginning or a fresh chapter in your life's story. You've spent too long softening your edges to protect others, but now the tide is turning. Boundaries will sharpen, truths will be spoken boldly, and the energy you release will ripple far beyond what you can see, transforming not just your world, but everyone connected to it. You've spent too long shrinking your light, softening your glow to keep others comfortable, hiding your victories behind closed doors so no one's ego would bruise. But this week marks a turning point, a bold declaration that your success will no longer be a secret or a source of guilt. You're stepping into the spotlight unapologetically, sharing your wins loud and proud with those who truly celebrate your rise. The change will be undeniable, radiating from every post, every conversation, every moment you claim your power. Those who walked away, convinced you'd crumble without them, will be left stunned, watching as you thrive, surrounded by genuine support and unstoppable momentum, proving that your strength was never tied to their approval, but born from your own fierce independence. You're going to proudly spotlight the ones who stood by your side when others vanished without a trace. Your gratitude and joy will shine so brightly that it'll rattle the fragile egos of those who pretended to care but never truly showed up. The fake friends will scramble, replaying your posts and stories like a broken record, drowning in jealousy and the bitter sting of regret. They'll finally see the truth. They lost the real gold while chasing shadows that meant nothing. But this isn't about revenge or bitterness. It's about raw, unfiltered authenticity. For the first time in what feels like forever, you're stepping into the world fully, unapologetically, and without ever dimming your light to soothe someone else's insecurities. You're radiating with a brilliance that can't be ignored, illuminating every space you enter with undeniable power. The stark difference between your steady ascent and their unraveling chaos will catch the attention of everyone around you. Mutual friends who once stayed silent will begin to reach out, drawn by the mystery of your strength and the calm confidence you now carry. Your journey is quickly turning into a masterclass, proof that rising above bitterness and drama isn't just possible, it's inevitable when you lead with grace and unwavering self-belief. As your power surges, so do the attacks, coming at you from every angle like a relentless storm. Spiritual assaults, workplace toxicity, family conflicts, and digital harassment all collide in a chaotic symphony meant to shake your foundation. But you're no longer the easy target you once were. Your spiritual armor has evolved into an impenetrable fortress, forged through daily rituals, fierce affirmations, and unshakable faith. Each negative word, each toxic vibe sent your way is met with swift and silent rejection. You've mastered the art of canceling out darkness the moment it tries to settle, turning attacks into nothing more than background noise. Your defense is not just reactive, it's proactive, powerful, and utterly unstoppable. The moment someone tries to cast a shadow over your journey, you flip it around so quickly, it's like the curse never existed. When they aim to block your blessings, you dismantle their barriers with such speed and precision that they're left reeling, struggling to keep up. The dark forces and those who've poured their efforts into sabotaging you are now furious and helpless, watching their once effective tactics crumble against your unstoppable energy. The negative intentions sent your way don't just fail, they ricochet back amplified, leaving their originators bewildered and powerless while you continue advancing with unstoppable momentum and radiant protection. The ex-friend, the toxic supervisors, the envious coworkers, they're all realizing something undeniable. You've become untouchable. Your shield isn't just strong, it's legendary, whispered about by those who know the game. The message is clear: crossing you triggers consequences far beyond what anyone dared to imagine. The universe stands guard with relentless fury, turning every attempt to harm you into a self-inflicted wound. Those who try to break you only end up breaking themselves, caught in the very traps they set, while you stand stronger, protected by a force no one can challenge. When anger bubbles up, you no longer let it consume you. Instead, you harness it like a wildfire, transforming that energy into unstoppable momentum. You move with purpose, letting the rhythm of your favorite songs fuel every step, every breath, until your spirit soars and your body feels invincible. That storm inside you becomes the engine driving your breakthrough, turning frustration into focused power. Those witnessing your response to adversity can't help but be inspired, watching you embody resilience and grace, showing them how to rise above chaos with fierce elegance and unshakable strength. You're evolving into a living example of unwavering spiritual balance, a beacon of calm in the eye of every storm that tries to shake you. Just when you least expect it, a powerful mentor will step into your life, someone who sees not just your potential, but the greatness already unfolding within you. This connection will surprise you with its profound wisdom and support, coming at the perfect time to ignite a new phase of growth. They've been quietly observing your journey, recognizing your strength, and now they're ready to guide you toward heights you once only dreamed of reaching. They see a spark within you that even you haven't fully realized yet. The moment you cross paths with this mentor will feel like the universe itself is orchestrating the perfect alignment. Whether you're standing at the edge of doubt or riding high on a recent triumph, they'll arrive with the insight and encouragement you didn't know you needed. Having walked a path much like yours, marked by solitude, spiritual battles, and the challenge of standing out in a world that fears what it can't control, they'll recognize the depths of your struggle and the brilliance of your journey. Their presence will bring a profound sense of validation, mending hidden wounds and lighting the way toward the next powerful chapter of your evolution. Your life is overflowing with blessings now, like a river breaking free after a long drought. The season of struggle has finally given way to a time of unstoppable abundance, where opportunities and victories flow effortlessly, stacking one on top of the other. Every success builds upon the last, creating a powerful momentum that can't be ignored. Financial breakthroughs are on the horizon, bold, transformative, and unmistakably real. This is your time to thrive, to claim the prosperity that's been quietly waiting for you all along. Funds that once felt trapped are now rushing toward you, unlocking doors you thought were sealed shut, only to swing open wider and on your terms. Those who once held debts of gratitude are stepping forward, settling their accounts with unexpected generosity that leaves you pleasantly stunned. The universe is realigning its forces, bending reality itself to pave the way for your triumph. Your ability to gracefully sever ties with what no longer serves you has become an art form, inspiring others who watch you confidently set boundaries and reclaim your power. You've evolved beyond the need for loud battles or public showdowns. Now, you quietly step away from anything or anyone that doesn't align with your growth. Your exits are so seamless and subtle that by the time others notice, the distance is already undeniable. Your mastery of setting boundaries with calm precision is becoming a whispered legend among those who observe you, a powerful example of strength wrapped in grace. People around you are starting to notice the rare balance you've struck, how you enforce firm boundaries without sacrificing kindness, how you hold your ground with unwavering professionalism while never losing your dignity. Friends come to you for guidance, eager to learn your secret for standing tall without becoming cold. Colleagues watch closely, hoping to replicate your calm resilience in the face of disrespect. Your grace under fire is turning into a blueprint for strength, and as others begin to admire what makes you unique, you feel that strange mix of pride and humility that only true authenticity can bring. Your layered spirit captivates those around you, the way you hold space for kindness without sacrificing your strength puzzles, those who rely on manipulation to get their way. Every step you take is backed by a cosmic force, orchestrating justice with precision and timing that can't be denied. The doors you've longed to open are swinging wide, and the opportunities you've patiently awaited are docking right at your feet. The universe is aligning perfectly, delivering what you've earned with a grace that feels both inevitable and deeply deserved. The breakthrough you've been yearning for is arriving with a force so powerful it silences every whisper of doubt that once lingered in your mind. That long-awaited opportunity, the spotlight you've been waiting to step into, will affirm every sacrifice and sleepless night. The universe is handing you undeniable proof that your faith in yourself was never misplaced. Every moment of struggle, every question about your path, is about to be rewritten as a triumphant story of resilience and undeniable worth. A surge of inspiration is sweeping through you, igniting ideas that not only fuel your passion, but also open new streams of income and acclaim. Whether it's a project you've been quietly nurturing or a fresh concept that suddenly feels irresistible, your creativity is breaking free and making waves. The universe is aligning resources and opportunities to reward your genuine self-expression, turning your talents into undeniable success that even the harshest doubters can no longer ignore. A fresh chapter is unfolding, and the energy surrounding you has shifted so profoundly that it's impossible to ignore. Now, respect, admiration, and genuine appreciation flow to you effortlessly. This is your new baseline. Gone are the days of scrambling for validation or shrinking yourself to fit someone else's comfort zone. Your rise is so striking and authentic that it's become a blueprint others quietly observe, wondering how you turned your life into a space where your worth is not just recognized but celebrated without question. You no longer shrink from your greatness or make excuses for how far you've come. With every confident step you take, you reshape your world and leave an indelible mark that even you didn't fully expect. Challenges that once seemed like setbacks now fuel your rise, turning every hardship into a story of triumph. Your journey is becoming a beacon, unshakable, unforgettable, and unmistakably yours. Every obstacle you face is just a stepping stone, launching you higher than before. Each trial reveals the unbreakable core of your spirit, a power that inspires those around you to rise alongside you. The very ones who doubted your potential are now watching in stunned silence as you thrive, their regret echoing loudly in the spaces where they once tried to hold you back. They're left with the bitter truth. They lost someone invaluable while chasing illusions that were never meant to last. Their regret hangs heavy in the air, but the window to rewrite the past has long closed. You've become a force of nature, irreplaceable, undeniable, and in full command of your destiny. People watch you closely now, eager to decode the secret behind your unstoppable rise. From this moment forward, anyone hoping to tap into your energy, your time, or your presence must come with respect and sincerity. Because one thing is clear, you don't just give your power away, you guard it fiercely, and those who approach you poorly will find no welcome here. The energy in the office feels different, charged with a new respect that wasn't there before. Those who once aimed to undermine you now hesitate, careful with every word and action, aware that you're no longer someone to dismiss or control. The alliances built to push you down are quietly unraveling as your resilience shines through. Even the skeptics in positions of power are starting to acknowledge what everyone else has known all along. You're a force to be reckoned with, and your influence is only growing stronger. Your online aura is now a beacon that draws in genuine connections and meaningful opportunities while effortlessly deflecting negativity and insincerity. Those so-called friends who once hoped to catch you slipping are stunned to see your consistent rise, your confidence shining brighter with every post. Instead of drama, they find your feed filled with victories, growth, and unshakable positivity, a living proof that you're thriving beyond their expectations.